don't really know what else there is in life than enjoying good people and good times. So if I can get back into that, then I'm running. So that's my plan, that's my goal. My heart is cooking and my passion is food. My name's Kyle Lake. I'm 35 years old. I live in Whittier and I work in Pasadena. For the family business, we do historical remodels and it's a great job, but my heart is cooking and my passion is food. So I'm just gonna do a quick little emulsified dressing. Something I do all the time. It's just a blue cheese lemon dressing. Probably not on your menu items. Growing up, my mom had a huge influence in what we were doing because it was always my mom cooking for everybody. So then I would get into it because I like to eat. So it would be either me sitting on the chopping block eating cookie dough or getting all the leftovers and making everything into like some top ramen stew, something or other that I thought was awesome and everybody else ate. They said it was good. So I think that'd probably be my first go at it. So at a young age it was always in the kitchen, eating, hanging out, having fun. On this dressing, my only bit of advice is if you like blue cheese, then just put more. It's not for the faint of heart. Alright, so really quick, we're gonna do blue cheese compound butter. That's what's going on the wings on the barbecue. This one can't be any simpler. It's even easier than the dressing. So it's basically butter, blue cheese. I'm gonna put a little bit of rosemary and a little bit of parsley and a little bit of a toasted garlic salt that I make, which obviously you don't have, but just use salt and pepper. And I'll show you. All right. And if I can say anything, always taste your food. It was always our house that everybody came over to every weekend, or probably 2 to 3 days a week. We had multiple people over, so it's never left. Well, we're doing chicken wings. This is my toasted garlic salt. So I'm gonna do half of them toasted garlic salt, and then I'm gonna do half of them with the blue cheese butter. And when you season, don't be shy and don't be close to your meat. The higher up, you're gonna get a better coverage. It's gonna be more even. I graduated culinary school in 2001 up in New York. Worked at Olives for taught English for a little while. And then eventually moved back here and worked with Shiro over in South Pasadena and helped him open up a restaurant on the west side. That was probably the funnest experience that I've ever had. Challenging as well because he's an old school Japanese dude and super French trained, so he's like a double-edged sword all the time. But after you get used to it, it's just so much fun. So I'm trying to get back into it and just have more fun doing that. So we have the blue cheese butter that we made in the kitchen. Now I'm going to start putting this on, and I'm going to baste it lightly because you don't want to overload the chicken wings because then you'll just have a firestorm. So little by little by little by little. These are almost done, so you just want to add it in little increments. So we're going to baste it, close the lid, let it cook a little bit, turn it, baste it, turn it, baste it, turn it, and baste it. I have 3 kids. So I have 2 twin boys, they're 6 years old, and I have a little girl, she's 3, and she seems to be the ringleader. So, but now that they're older, it kind of gives me a little more freedom to do what I want, and that's cooking, and we do it every day. I have the potatoes that I'm gonna do really quick in the pan, and then I have the beets that I'll plate up. And then there's when you're doing this, I cut everything and left it cup side up. So the leaves cup, leave it up because you're gonna want it, all the heat to come up and just kind of bake in there. It's only gonna take a minute. And don't worry about overdressing because at the very end we're gonna put a little bit of egg crumbles and a little bacon, and then we're just gonna put a little bit of extra dressing just to kind of give it that little extra tartness, because when you roast everything, all the lemon and the acid and the oil, mainly because of the oil, it burns off. See, my favorite thing about cooking would have to be expressions. Expressions on people's faces and laughter, you know. What I mean by laughter, it would be getting everybody together and you have all these expressions from people eating the food that you just cooked, which is awesome because you're like, all right, I'm doing something right, you know. And you get all these people together and all these people want to keep coming back. So, you know, good times and just, yeah, expressions and laughter. You know, I think those are what drives me a little bit to keep going because it keeps everybody coming back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You like that? Mm-hmm.